The wait is almost over. The story that touched millions of hearts across the world is ready to take its next powerful step. The Chosen Season 6 is coming, and it's set to change everything you thought you knew about this journey. From the hills of Galilee to the gates of Jerusalem, the path grows darker, the faith grows stronger, and the message shines brighter than ever. If you thought Season 5 left you in awe, Season 6 will take your breath away. It all began with a small, crowd-funded series that no one expected would become a global phenomenon. The Chosen started as a humble project, a retelling of the life of Jesus Christ, through the eyes of those who walked beside him. But over the years, it grew into something extraordinary, a movement that crossed languages, borders, and beliefs. Now, with more than 500 million views and fans from every corner of the world, The Chosen has become much more than a show. It's an experience of faith, hope, and humanity as each season unfolds. We've seen the story evolve not just through powerful performances, but through moments that stay with you long after the screen fades to black. We've watched Matthew overcome doubt, Mary Magdalene find peace, Simon Peter struggle between faith and fear, and Jesus remind them and us that love is stronger than anything the world can offer. Each miracle, each word, each moment feels alive because it reflects something deeply personal to every viewer. Now, as fans wait eagerly for Season 6, there's a sense of both excitement and emotion. The journey is nearing one of its most powerful chapters, the road to Jerusalem, where everything changes. This season isn't just another continuation, it's a turning point. The storytelling is expected to reach a new emotional depth, drawing us closer to the final moments of Jesus' earthly ministry. From the first teaser clips to behind-the-scenes photos shared by the cast and crew, it's clear that The Chosen Season 6 carries a heavier tone. It's not just about miracles anymore. It's about purpose, sacrifice, and destiny. The production quality, already praised in earlier seasons, has reached cinematic levels. The landscapes are breathtaking, the sound design richer, and the performances even more heartfelt. Fans have called The Chosen the most authentic and human portrayal of Jesus ever seen on screen. And with each new season, that truth becomes more real. As the release date draws near, one question burns in everyone's mind. How will this next chapter unfold? The answers are closer than you think, and soon, the world will see how The Chosen continues to make history, one episode at a time. Season 5 of The Chosen wasn't just a chapter, it was a storm of emotions, a test of faith, and a reminder that light still shines even when darkness tries to take over. The story picked up with Jesus and his disciples facing growing challenges. The crowds had grown larger, the miracles greater, but so had the tension. Every word Jesus spoke carried more weight. Every step he took brought him closer to the final journey that no one was ready to face. The season opened with moments of peace, laughter shared among the disciples, people being healed, and hearts finding hope again. But beneath that calm was an unspoken fear. The Romans were watching closely, the religious leaders were growing restless, and whispers of rebellion spread across the land. You could feel the pressure building, scene by scene, like a storm waiting to break. One of the most powerful arcs was Simon Peter's struggle. Once the most confident among them, Peter found himself torn between duty and doubt. The more he saw Jesus perform miracles, the more he realized how little control he truly had. His faith was tested like never before, reminding us that even the strongest can feel weak when the world seems uncertain. Meanwhile, as Mary Magdalene's journey reached new depths, her faith, once shaken, stood firm again as she became a pillar of strength for others. She reminded everyone, and us, that redemption is real, no matter how broken you've been. Matthew's transformation continued to inspire too, as the man once rejected by his people became one of the most loyal followers of Jesus. His quiet devotion added a softness to the growing chaos around them. As the season moved forward, the miracles became more daring, feeding thousands, healing the paralyzed, giving sight to the blind. But what truly captured hearts wasn't just the miracles themselves, but the way The Chosen portrayed the human side of them. Every person healed had a story. Every crowd had faces filled with both belief and doubt. That's what made the show so powerful. It didn't just tell the story of Jesus. It showed how that story touched ordinary lives. The season finale left fans speechless. It wasn't a grand battle or a loud moment. It was quiet, heavy, emotional. The look in Jesus' eyes said it all. The road ahead would not be easy. The disciples could sense it too, even if they couldn't fully understand it. As the camera faded out, one truth echoed in every heart watching. The journey to Jerusalem had begun. Season 5 ended not with answers, but with anticipation. Questions filled the air. How will the disciples handle what's coming? What sacrifices will they face? And how will Jesus prepare them for the moment that will change everything forever? That's where The Chosen Season 6 steps in, to answer those questions. To deepen that pain, and to show that faith isn't about understanding every step. It's about taking it anyway. A storm is coming, not of thunder and rain, but of destiny. Season 6 of The Chosen is not just another chapter. It's the beginning of the end of Jesus' earthly journey. Everything we've witnessed until now, every miracle, every sermon, every tear, has been leading to this moment. The stakes are higher, the emotions deeper, and the silence between words will speak louder than ever before. This season is expected to take us closer to Jerusalem, the heart of everything where faith will be tested. Loyalty will be questioned, and history itself will change forever. From the first scene, viewers will feel the shift. The tone grows heavier, the air thicker with tension, and the faces of the disciples reflect both awe and fear. They know something great is coming, but none of them can truly imagine what it will cost. Creator Dallas Jenkins has hinted that Season 6 will explore the emotional and spiritual battles more intimately than ever before. The story won't just focus on what Jesus does. We'll focus on how it changes the people around him. We'll see Simon Peter's leadership evolve under pressure, Mary's unwavering strength tested in silence, and Judas, perhaps standing at the edge of his most haunting choice. Every scene will draw us closer to the crossroads between faith and betrayal. The cinematography, already breathtaking in previous seasons, promises to reach new heights. Sweeping shots of ancient cities, quiet moments under starry skies, and heart-wrenching close-ups will make every episode feel like a film of its own. The production has moved to grander locations, capturing the beauty, tension of a world on the verge of divine transformation. Each frame will remind us that this is not just history being told, it's history being felt. Fans can also expect a deeper focus on the human side of Jesus. We've seen his compassion, his humor, his power. But Season 6 will bring us face to face with his burden. The weight of his mission becomes clearer, the shadows of betrayal draw nearer, and his love shines brightest in the midst of growing darkness. It's not the story of a distant savior. It's the story of a man walking toward his destiny with open arms. This season will likely bridge the gap between miracles and sacrifice, showing that the greatest act of love is not found in power, but in surrender. The narrative threads of hope and heartbreak will intertwine like never before. Expect moments that will leave you silent, dialogues that will echo in your heart, and emotions that stay with you long after the credits roll. The Chosen Season 6 isn't coming to entertain, it's coming to remind us of the cost of love, the pain of purpose, and the beauty of faith that endures through it all. The journey to the cross has begun, and the world will never be the same again. It begins in silence. A slow fade from black dust rising, wind whispering through an empty street. Then, a single voice breaks through. Calm, steady, yet heavy with something deeper. You can almost feel the weight in every word. The trailer for The Chosen Season 6 doesn't shout its arrival. It breathes it in, quiet, powerful, sacred. The first image is Jesus walking alone, the light of dawn spilling across his face. The world around him feels colder now, more uncertain. The air hums with an unspoken tension, as if creation itself is holding its breath. Then, in flashes, we see the disciples' faces marked by fear and faith. Torn between what they believe and what they fear is coming. There's no need for explanation. Their eyes tell the story, as the music swells. Glimpses of the coming storm flicker on screen, Roman soldiers marching in formation, the temple crowd stirring in unrest, whispers spreading like fire through the city. Every frame feels like a heartbeat counting down to something inevitable. A table overturns. A door slams. A tear falls. The rhythm builds faster, sharper, like the world itself is preparing for the moment that will change everything. Then comes the silence again. Jesus turns, looking into the distance. The camera lingers on his expression, a mixture of peace and sorrow, strength and surrender. He knows the path ahead. The music fades into a single note, haunting, almost like a prayer. And then, a voice says the words that send chills down your spine. The time has come. That's when the trailer explodes in emotion. Quick cuts, miracles, betrayals, moments of laughter, and flashes of pain. Simon Peter shouting in disbelief, Mary weeping in the shadows, Judas standing alone, his face hidden, his hands trembling. Every shot layered with meaning, every sound pulling the heart closer to the edge of tears. The trailer's color palette tells its own story. Gone are the warm tones of Galilee. In their place, darker hues, muted skies, torches flickering in the night. It's as if the world itself senses the coming sacrifice. Yet even in that darkness, the light never fades completely. A candle still burns, a hand still reaches out. A voice still whispers hope, and just as the emotion reaches its peak, silence once again. The screen fades to black. Then, one final image appears. Jesus walking toward Jerusalem. The text appears slowly, glowing faintly. The Chosen, Season 6. No dates, no promises, just a single heartbeat of anticipation. It's not just a trailer. It's a prophecy. A promise that the story we love is about to step into its most powerful and heartbreaking chapter. The Chosen Season 6 isn't teasing us with spectacle. It's preparing us for impact, an experience that will break hearts, renew faith, and remind the world that even in the darkest hour, light still wins. The countdown has begun. After months of silence, whispers, and restless waiting, The Chosen Season 6 finally stands at the edge of its unveiling. Fans across the world have been refreshing their screens, scrolling through updates and holding their breath for one question: when will the next chapter of this powerful journey begin? While the creators have kept many details close to the heart, the signs are clear. The season is almost ready. The final edits, the sound design, the music, all coming together like pieces of a divine puzzle. Dallas Jenkins and the team have hinted through interviews and live streams that Season 6 will arrive sooner than anyone expects. The editing is in its final stages, and early footage has already been described as the most emotional storytelling the series has ever delivered. The official release date may vary depending on platform rollouts. But one thing is certain, it's coming in 2025, and the impact will be global. The Angel Studios app, YouTube, and selected partner streaming services will once again serve as the home of this series that changed modern, faith-based storytelling forever. Fans will be able to stream each episode for free, just as before, because The Chosen was never about profit. It was about purpose. But this time, the experience will be even bigger. With the growing worldwide audience, The Chosen Season 6 will premiere in multiple languages and countries. With live global watch parties expected across churches, schools, and communities, imagine the world watching together, voices from every continent, hearts connected by one story, one message, one hope. If the pattern of previous seasons continues, the first 2 episodes will likely premiere in theaters before releasing on streaming platforms. This strategy isn't just marketing, it's a celebration. A shared moment between fans who have followed this journey from the beginning. Sitting side by side, tears in their eyes, hearts full of faith. It's more than a show, it's fellowship in motion. What makes Chosen's release model so unique is its mission-driven approach. The team doesn't rely on major networks or traditional studios. Every episode exists because of people, fans, believers, and dreamers who gave from their hearts to make it possible. It's a reminder that great stories don't just come from Hollywood. They come from hope, from unity, from purpose. So, As the release window approaches, the world waits not in silence but in anticipation. Each teaser, each post, each update feels like a heartbeat closer to something divine. When the screen finally lights up again, it won't just mark the beginning of another season. It'll mark the continuation of a legacy that has already changed countless lives. The Chosen. Season 6 isn't just being released, it's being revealed. And when it arrives, it will remind every viewer of the power of faith, the beauty of sacrifice, and the light that no darkness can ever put out. The countdown has begun, and this time, the wait will be worth every second. Before the first scene of The Chosen Season 6 even hits the screen, the world is already echoing with its anticipation. Every corner of social media hums with the same rhythm: excitement, gratitude, and a touch of holy impatience. Fans aren't just waiting for a show. They're waiting for a reunion, a return to something sacred that connects them beyond screens and subtitles. Scroll through the comments under any Chosen post, and you'll see it: thousands of voices from every nation, every language, all saying the same thing: we're ready. Ready to cry again? Ready to believe again? Ready to walk the road with Jesus one more time? From the bustling streets of New York to small villages in South America, from youth groups in Africa to families gathered around dinner tables in Asia, the anticipation feels universal. Churches are planning viewing nights. Fans are creating art, writing songs, and sharing their own testimonies of how The Chosen changed their lives. It's more than hype. It's a movement, a global congregation, waiting for a light to shine again. What makes this community special isn't just their devotion to the show. It's the personal connection. Each fan sees a part of themselves in the story. The brokenness of Peter, the hope of Mary, the doubts of Thomas. These characters feel like family. When they struggle, fans pray for them. When they triumph, fans celebrate as if they're witnessing something real, because in a way they are. On platforms like X, formerly Twitter, Reddit, and YouTube, fan theories spread like wildfire. People dissect every frame of the trailer, analyzing glances, symbols, and background music as if decoding scripture. Some believe Season 6 will reveal deeper insights into Judas's journey. Others think it will explore the final moments before the passion begins. Every conversation is filled with passion and wonder, proof that The Chosen has become more than entertainment. It's a shared spiritual experience. Even celebrities, pastors, and filmmakers are joining the conversation. Many call The Chosen the most human and heartfelt portrayal of faith ever put to film. Others say it's the series that changed how the world sees Jesus. Yet, what truly makes this moment magical is that the fans built it. Every episode that exists is a reflection of their faith. It's a living example of what happens when art and belief walk hand in hand. And now, as Season 6 approaches, the buzz is turned into something deeper, a global heartbeat. You can feel it in every post, every comment, every tearful reaction to a single screenshot. The Chosen community isn't just watching a story unfold, they're living it together. They've become a family without borders, united by one message: that light still wins, that love still heals. And that stories rooted in faith can still move the world. So when the day finally arrives, and that first episode begins to stream, it won't just be another premiere. It will be a global celebration, millions of hearts, all beating as one. The fans will cry, smile, pray, and whisper the same words they've been holding on to since the beginning. He's here. Every story has a heartbeat, and The Chosen has never stopped beating. Through 5 seasons of tears, laughter, and miracles, it has done more than entertain. It has awakened something in people. It has reminded the world that faith is not an old tale told in dusty pages. It's alive. It breathes. It walks among us still. As The Chosen Season 6 approaches, that heartbeat grows louder. You can almost hear it in every prayer whispered by fans, in every clip replayed for comfort, in every tear shed for a moment that felt too real. This season will not just continue the story, it will fulfill it. It will bring us closer to the heart of everything this journey has been building toward: the cross, the sacrifice, and the love that changed history forever. This isn't the end. It's the awakening before the end. the calm before the greatest storm ever told. The characters we've grown with are standing at the edge of destiny. Their faith will be tested, their hearts will be broken, and yet through it all, hope will burn brighter than ever. Because that's what The Chosen does. It doesn't show us perfect people. It shows us real ones, walking through darkness toward the light. For fans, this moment is more than just a release. It's a reunion with a story that feels like home. A reminder that miracles aren't ancient, they're timeless. And every time we watch, every time we share, every time we believe, we become part of that miracle too. So as the world waits for The Chosen Season 6, let your heart stay ready. Keep the faith alive. Share the message. Tell others why this story matters, because it's not just about Jesus and his followers 2,000 years ago. It's about us, right now. Still chosen, still called, still loved. The next chapter is almost here. The light is coming again. And when it does, everything will change. If this story moves you, let it speak through you. Comment your hopes. Share this with someone who needs faith. And prepare for the moment when the world witnesses The Chosen Season 6. Because when it arrives, it won't just be another release. It will be a revelation.